How's everyone doing? Today I have a horror Blu-ray mail day with 7 pickups. And if you've seen any of these movies, definitely let me know what you think of them and let me know what is your favorite pickup from this mail day. First up, I got Rec 2, which is such an amazing movie. It's my favorite of the Rec franchise. I hope they make more. I thought the last one, the 4th one that was on the ship, I didn't enjoy that one at all. I really liked the wedding one. I know a lot of people didn't care for that one, but I enjoyed the heck out of it. But Rec 2 really surprised me. The first Rec movie, amazing. And then Rec 2 came along and it kind of took a left turn and I wasn't sure how it was going to work out. I was really skeptical when they introduced that concept in the film, which I'm not going to spoil if you haven't seen it. But I was really like, how is this going to work? And it just blew me away by how well it actually worked. And this is a Region A releases from Canada, and I still got to get a Rec 1 on Region A Blu-ray. I've got 3 already, and I didn't enjoy 4, so I don't even want to get that one. I used to be a completionist, but I've given that up, thankfully, because I just don't have the room, and I realized if I'm never going to watch the movie again, there's no reason to keep it. Even for completionist's sake, I've gotten rid of some of the terrible Hellraiser sequels, which some of those ones were out of print. Like Deader went for like ridiculous money. But anyways, I digress. I go off on tangents all the time, which is why I typically edit videos, and I'm not going to edit this video, so we're just going to go with it. But Rec 2, amazing film, my favorite of the franchise. So happy to add it to my collection. Next up are a few ones, or 4 that I got from somebody that was a collector that was selling a bunch of movies. There was a whole bunch more that I wanted to get from this particular collector, but I missed out on a bunch, but I was able to get some. Very happy. First up is Chopping Mall. This is from the Vestron video series right here, and I actually held off on some of these Vestron ones initially because I know they did in-store signings, and this collector was selling their one that they got the in-store signing. So loved the opportunity to get this, and I got it for a pretty good deal too. So very happy. And this collector put all the little plastic things in there for the discs, which I appreciate. You know, I think that's something a lot of collectors do, and you could tell he's a true collector for that reason. You don't want loose discs getting scratched around. Although the Blu-rays are a little bit more durable than the DVDs, so you don't really have to worry about that. But I remember watching this movie as a kid and really enjoying it. And I saw it a few years, like actually, the last time I saw it was probably like 8 years ago. So I'm looking forward to rewatching it again. But it's basically a group of, I can't remember if they're high school or college kids, but they were basically trapped in the mall, and then there was like security guard robots that go haywire, kill bots, and they start, you know, attacking the kids in here. And I love that cover. That's just awesome right there. So, souped on this, and very happy to get it signed up. I'm all about getting signed movies for movies that I enjoy. And I did a while back, I did a complete horror Blu-ray collection, or my complete signed horror Blu-ray collection. I got to update that because I've added a bunch of signed Blu-rays to that collection. And can't wait to revisit this one. And yeah, I was really souped to get a good deal on all of these, really. That's one of the things, too. I see a lot of collectors these days, you know, just getting rid of stuff quickly for whatever reasons. Listen, I can relate. You know, my dog's got medical bills out the butt, so, you know, I've downsized some stuff, but I feel bad when I see collectors just not getting the real value of their stuff. But at the same time, it's a deal for me. So I'm kind of torn between that. But then I got Last House on the Left with the faceplate, which is hard to find, the MGM limited edition collector card, exclusive artwork right there. Now, I actually thought this was the remake. I actually prefer the remake over the original. This is the original. I'm not the biggest fan of the Wes Craven original. I love Wes Craven, but yeah, the original one, I remember I saw it twice actually. But again, the last time I saw this was, you know, 8-9 years ago as well. So maybe I need to rewatch it. But yeah, I just remember, you know, being dirty, raw, but it just didn't have that same impact. I could see it being more impactful at the time, but I don't know, I guess maybe I was just desensitized by the, you know, by the first time I saw it. And then the remake, I enjoy the remake way more. So I thought I was getting the remake, so mistake on my part, but still really cool collector's card. I'm going to rewatch it to see if I'm going to keep it in my collection or not. Next up, and you know, one thing too I want to say is he sent a bunch of these. I already took them off before I filmed the video because I didn't want to fuddle around with it. And you know, I don't really keep my, I got a couple Steelbooks from him. I don't really keep my Steelbooks in these protector things because if you're not, you know, rubbing them in and out, they're not going to get any damage. I've had them sitting on the shelves for years. They've never gotten any damage like that. And the same thing, I see people putting, you know, the regular Blu-rays in plastic bags. I think that's so stupid. Like, the majority of Blu-rays are only worth a little bit more than the plastic bag that you're putting them in. I mean, again, if you're just not jamming them back and forth or throwing them around playing frisbee with them, they're not going to get damaged. And especially to put like a, you know, bargain bin Blu-rays in a plastic bag, I don't see the reasoning behind that. It just looks stupid, it seems silly, and it's just a little bit more work when you want to watch the movie. You gotta take it out, unbag it, you know, put the bag over there, get the movie out, put it back in the bag, and I don't know. It's just a weird thing that I see. I've seen a few people post videos of that, and I don't get it. I don't know why. Again, especially the regular Blu-ray cases, they're not going to get damaged just sitting on the shelf. Why put them in bags? I don't get it. I don't know. But that's just me. I digress again. Mini rant right there. Next up is Cabin Fever. I love this Steelbook for it too. And this is region free. This is from the UK. There's the back J card. And you can tell this guy was a real collector because he kept everything pristine. He put the things inside to protect the discs. He included those little Steelbook boxes right there. There's interior artwork. And he even had the J cards still on there. So it looks like he probably never even like touched some of these, especially the Steelbooks. But I never saw the remake for Cabin Fever. I don't know if I really want to because I've heard pretty much negative things about it. Maybe one day I'll give it a shot, but I do enjoy the original Cabin Fever from Eli Roth. And yeah, I'm looking forward to rewatching this. Although I've seen this pretty often. It comes on TV decently enough. But happy to add the Steelbook to my collection. Next up is Psycho. I already have the horizontal, I think, German Steelbook for it, which was awesome. But this one kind of jumped out at me too. It's something a little bit unique. This is one of those movies that completely opened my eyes to film. I watched it in a film class forever ago, over a decade ago now. But yeah, it wasn't necessarily the twist for it, but it was just the fact that you're watching this one lead character and then the character gets killed off. The main character. I had never seen that happen at that time, so it just blew me away. So yeah, very happy to have this in the collection. This is a relatively inexpensive one. I don't think it's out of print yet. Maybe I'm mistaken, because I remember seeing it going for pretty inexpensive, but then I remember seeing somebody else post it for more. And then on the back we got a quote, "We all go a little mad sometimes," but it's a matte finish on this one. And then Cabin Fever had a glossy finish. But I'll go ahead and show you the interior, which is just pink right there for Psycho. I love these pop art Steelbooks. I'm not a huge fan. They're a little bit too minimalistic, nothing special to me. But this one I thought was a little intriguing with the blood dripping down in the drain, for the shower drain right there from the house. So I thought it worked well. And it's a classic film. And I think it's one of those films that even if you're not a fan of horror, because people call it, you know, the granddaddy of slashers, you could still enjoy it. I think there's certain horror movies like that, like The Shining. Even if you're not a horror fan, you could still appreciate it. Horror is my favorite genre, so I ate that up. And then I got Puppet Master 4 and Puppet Master 5 on Blu-ray. And it's been a while since I've seen the Puppet Master films. I remember I binge-watched the whole series like forever ago. I know they've added new ones since then. So I know, I think the Retro Puppet Master just got a Blu-ray release as well. So looking forward to checking these ones out again. It's been a little, actually, can't remember which one, was it the Axis of Evil, I think was the last one that I think I saw. Pretty sure. But yeah, so Puppet Master 4 and 5 on Blu-ray from Full Moon. Full Moon's putting out a lot of stuff recently on Blu-ray, and I'm thankful for that. Avocado Women, was it the Amazon Women of the Avocado Jungle of Death? I remember loving the heck out of that one, so I picked that up recently on Blu-ray too. But a lot of stuff that's cheesy fun, and I dig Full Moon for that. Head of the Family was another one that I really enjoyed. Super cheesy fun. But there you go. Those are the 7 horror Blu-ray pickups. And if you've seen any of these movies, definitely let me know what you think of them. Let me know if you think putting plastic bags on your regular Blu-rays is stupid, or you can see some kind of actual legitimate reason for it. Let me know about that. And let me know what was your favorite pickup from this lot. Hope everybody's doing well. Take care.